Hello everyone, welcome to the video. I'm Steven from Tianhuan Cable. Today we're going to delve into a very important topic in electrical engineering, the armoring technology of power cables. In power systems, the armor layer of a cable is like putting a sturdy suit of armor on the cable. It directly affects the cable's service life and safety performance. Today we will focus on comparing two of the most common types of armor, steel wire armor and steel tape armor. This video is divided into 5 parts. By clicking on the corresponding nodes, you can view the corresponding content. First, let's clarify a core principle. Choose steel tape for compression resistance and steel wire for tension resistance. This statement summarizes the fundamental difference between the two armor types. Simply put, steel tape armor is primarily used to resist external pressure, such as when cables are directly buried underground and need to withstand the pressure of the soil. In contrast, steel wire armor is mainly used to bear tensile forces, such as when vertically installed cables need to support the tensile force generated by their own weight. Steel tape armor uses galvanized steel tapes or aluminum alloy tapes, typically with double-layer steel tapes wrapped around the outer layer of the cable in a gapped spiral manner. This structure, like the armor of ancient warriors, provides excellent compression protection. Steel wire armor uses galvanized steel wires, stainless steel wires, or aluminum alloy wires, applied in a tightly wound spiral configuration. This structure is more like a steel cable, providing excellent tensile performance. Now let's take a look at the differences in their mechanical properties. Steel tape armor performs excellently in compression resistance, capable of withstanding continuous pressures exceeding 100 kilopascals when directly buried underground. This means that even when heavy vehicles pass over them, the cables can still operate safely. In comparison, the compression resistance of steel wire armor is somewhat weaker, as it primarily relies on tensile strength rather than compressive strength. In terms of tensile strength, the situation is exactly the opposite. The longitudinal tensile strength of steel wire armoring is extremely impressive, capable of supporting vertical installation up to 4,000 meters without breaking, which is significantly higher than the 2,750 meters of ordinary copper cables. In contrast, the tensile capacity of steel tape armoring is relatively limited, making it suitable only for horizontal or fixed installations. Steel tape armor has a high hardness and requires a larger bending radius, typically 12 times the cable diameter. During installation, repeated bending should be avoided to prevent damage. Steel wire armor offers better flexibility and requires a relatively smaller bending radius, generally 12 to 15 times the cable diameter, making it better suited for complex installation routes. Steel tape armor is particularly suitable for the following scenarios. First, direct burial underground installation, static environments such as urban roads and industrial parks, where resistance to soil pressure and rock impact is required. Second, tunnel and conduit installation, protection against external impact to prevent damage to the cable insulation. Third, explosion-proof areas, locations like chemical plants and gas stations, where enhanced resistance to explosive shocks is necessary. Steel wire armor is suitable for the following scenarios. First, vertical shaft installation, vertical setups in high-rise buildings, elevator shafts, etc., which require bearing their own weight. Second, bridge installation, overhead installations on cross-sea bridges, viaducts, etc., which need to withstand wind-induced sway and vibrations. Third, marine engineering, submarine cables, offshore oil platforms, etc., which require resistance to water flow erosion and external forces like ship anchor dragging. Fourth, mobile equipment power supply, equipment such as port machinery, cranes, and tunnel boring machines, which require tolerance to repeated bending and dragging. When selecting the type of armor, economic considerations are also an important factor. Steel tape armor has relatively lower material costs, typically making it around 30% more expensive than non-armored cables. Its manufacturing process is also simpler, giving it an overall price advantage. Steel wire armor, on the other hand, tends to be more expensive, with higher material and processing costs. It is generally priced 20% to 50% higher than steel tape armor. Steel tape armor is relatively lightweight, making it easier to install. It can be handled with standard tools, and maintenance is also more straightforward. In contrast, steel wire armor is 30% to 50% heavier. requires a larger bending radius and involves longer installation time. Additionally, troubleshooting and repairs often require specialized tools. All of these factors contribute to higher installation and maintenance costs. From a full lifecycle perspective, steel tape armor offers greater cost-effectiveness in short to medium-term projects, whereas steel wire armor, despite requiring a higher initial investment, can achieve cost optimization in long-term projects by reducing the failure rate. For example, a cross-sea bridge that adopted steel wire armor saw a total cost increase of 15%, but its service life was extended by 40%, making it a more economical choice in the long run. Let me summarize today's key takeaways to help you make the right decisions. Recommendations for steel tape armored cables. Direct burial power distribution in urban roads or industrial parks. Environments requiring pressure resistance, such as tunnels or pipelines. Medium to short-term projects with limited budgets. Chemical sites with stringent explosion-proof requirements. Recommendations for steel wire armored cables. Vertical or overhead installation in high-rise buildings, bridges, etc. Scenarios requiring tensile strength, such as marine engineering or submarine cables. Applications involving dynamic bending, like mobile equipment or robots. Projects with long-term and high reliability requirements. Thank you for tuning in. Through this presentation, I believe you have gained a deeper understanding of power cable armor technology. Keep our core principle in mind. Choose steel tape for compression resistance and steel wire for tensile strength. In practical engineering, it is essential to scientifically and rationally select the type of armor based on specific installation methods, environmental conditions, and budget considerations. Only in this way can we ensure the safe and reliable operation of power systems, providing a stable power supply for both production and daily life. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please subscribe to our channel.